ago, I see you, keeping my hand on the wheel. I hold you, 99 miles an hour. I want you, I need you, please be there. Let's dance it out, please be there. Just be there.
There is one take where you see the food go from your mouth into mine.
Into yours.
I said I'll do it once.
Yeah, you did.
And we had buckets on standby to spit it into.
Out. I like the way that goes on for a long time. I would, if I was editing it, I'd have it twice as long.
20 minutes you'd have of that, wouldn't you?
I would, yeah. It makes me cry with laughter looking at that.
So everybody in the crew was dry retching at this point.
Yeah, and we had a lot of sausages on standby. It was horrible. God,
Steve, you ate about
so
400
many.
sausages,
Yeah,
didn't
look
you?
at that.
There we go, out of his and into mine.
Really in. Oh. And then that's the cut. And he spits it out.
Yum.
Yum, yum.
Pancake.
I'm eating a pancake.
And what?
Eating a pancake.
Now this kind of... I think the trick is to cooking, because I don't really cook, is just talking to someone while you're doing it. Then you don't notice.
Exactly.
We never noticed we've made a cake.
You'll know, because you're from Muswell Hill. Don't tell
It was pitch black.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And becoming separated from the rest of his men,
Yeah.
he came across the hooded figure of what he presumed to be a man, hunched over a small fire in the woods.
What he presumed or assumed. Do you know the difference?
Yeah, but I think presumed.
Yeah, to be a man.
Yeah. He assumed to be a man.
Hunched.
Well, you made me doubt it now.
Because he didn't want to cut away, we'd have a nightmare in the edit. But for Reece, you were just talking about how you nearly died?
Yeah, there was. I mean, there was no health. And I know that.
I'm joking, by the way.
Matt was.
I am joking.
Well, you don't know. What do you know about it? You were just on top. Like
They just said,
ton
put
of
all
bricks.
your weight.
Yeah.
All your weight on his face.
Hippopotamus with a white wig on, shoving down with about 600 pounds. It was absolutely hellish, and it was quite frightening because, of course, I could control it. I could get my mouth to the side, and you were shoving with all your might. You had to for the acting. But there was one point you managed to get my mouth covered, properly suffocated me, and I thought, actually, I don't quite know what to do now. Can't say a safe word. I think we had a thing where I would try and bang your legs or something, but I was nevertheless, I was doing that anyway. It was like I was just at one point fighting for my life. But it's effective, and that's
It's worth it.
Yeah,
it's
great.
worth it. It's a horrible, horrible scene.
Yeah.
What's on your socks, Reece?
What was that?
What's on your socks?
Is this the level? Just a bit orangey pumpkin then. This is pumpkin, not Jonathan Ross. Yeah, just a bit of autumnal theme. That's right.
Does anyone want to know what's on my socks? Tragically, the letter S. Because me and my sons they steal my socks basically. I don't know if any parents have this problem. Your kids just steal your socks. So we found these at Marks and Spencer's. Mine have an S, and I know they're mine. Next question.
I think that's young people. It's young people.
Is it young people?
Yes, they've got such short attention spans these days. They left a character, and then the character has to die.
I've never seen it. But apparently it's very popular with the young people.
Val Denton.
Don't know why.
That's a lovely character to be.
Yes,
she's
it is.
She's one of the few pleasant characters in the movie.
Well, in a witch-like way,
I
yeah.
wouldn't say she's grotesque, although when you see her with no clothes on.
Yeah. She's quite hairy.
Maybe that's why.
Hairy in certain places.
Yeah, not in the knuckles.
No. Well, there you go. That's who we are.
Val Denton, Dean Tavaloris. Quite happy with that.
Yeah, no, that's quite truthful.
We would sit there and we'd go, look at that person over there, they're always here. Realising the irony that we were the ones. We were a bit begrudging of certain waitresses who we felt didn't give us the respect of being
Well, it got to the point where it was like, orange juice, Diet Coke, sarcastically knowing what we would ask for even. began to ask for it. It was like, it was intimidating.
Anyway, so we just heard this conversation going on at another table about they were elderly people, weren't they? Arguing about who was going to pay the bill. And no, Margaret, put your purse away. This is on me. No.
Margaret put it away. That was what the funny thing was. It wasn't, because the normal thought in that scenario is people trying to not pay it, but it was they all wanted to pay it. No, put it away, Margaret. I'll get you got the last one. So that's what we thought was funny. That escalates. All people trying to show off and be getting their purse out.
We've got a question here from a Jeremy Dyson. And Jeremy Dyson wanted to ask about that collection of lost passport photos from when you lived together in Highgate.
Well, that was the most extraordinary thing, because how did it even begin?
It was the old lady. We lived actually quite near to... my theory is, because we lived near to Highgate Tube Station, that people you go to the tube stations to get the passport photos done, and they maybe just get the one they want and they just chuck the others. I don't know, but...
We found so many passport photographs over the years that we lived in the flat in Highgate, and we had a cork board in the kitchen, and just over the 4 years we were together in that flat, it filled with extraordinary little passport photographs, like missing people. And it was just brilliant to just come in and just have another look at another one being found. And it would just be a mission that any that we find would bring us
stories, didn't we?
Yeah, we came up with scenarios as to who they were and what had happened to them.
Do you remember Amy?
I was just going to think. Some of them had their names on the back. Yes, so we were... It's funny that you brought that up, because I've not thought about it for years.
Which actor would you want to reuse in an episode if you could? Obviously, you have your role that you want to
I mean, we cheated a little bit with Sir Derek Jackery. He did the voice of one and had him in. He was brilliant.
I'll tell you who I think got short shrift a little bit. Julia Davis.
Yes.
She makes her mark. She's brilliant in the understudy, but it's a small role.
Yeah.
But we do have the rule.
The rules.
She accepted the part. She knew what the terms were. So we don't like to go back, but I think if someone's done a voiceover, that's all right. Rufus Jones did a voiceover for us very kindly, and we'd happily have him in the flesh.
Yep. Yeah.
But we don't repeat.
We should have the rest of the ghosts line just to make up the fact that we've got them all in. I think get Larry and Martha and Simon in.
Can I just say, he's
just have a ponder.
He's had all this time to prepare dinner. If I was her, I'd be disappointed. A pasta bake and a bit of lettuce.
It's because he's...
Is that the whole day?
He's more interested in that shoe.
Okay, maybe.
Which character in the first 3 seasons do you think Reece is most like Steve? And then we will swap that question round. So,
ooh,
be careful.
Answer.
Yeah,
that's hard. Well, don't be mad. Probably don't look at his face. Seance time.
Terry?
Yeah.
He's horrid. Okay. And for you, Jorg. in Couchette.
Yeah, I'll take that.